Well, this is the kind of match every football fan looks forward to. A lot on the line and the likelihood of a tension-packed occasion. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live here on EA TV. Hello, great to have you with us. Welcome to the distinctive Al Bayt Stadium with its tent-like structure. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And it is a first test for these two countries here at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. It's Belgium versus Canada.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one, Derek. It's so important that you get off to a good start. So let's hope both sides go for the win here and we get an exciting match.
And this confrontation is underway. De Bruyne. Now with Mertens. Can they convert? In it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game.
Well, here's the replay. He does well to find that bit of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure to finish it off. That's a good goal.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. Well, the advantage wasn't helping them, and so now they get the free kick. They'd really have to switch on the turbo to get to that pass. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Can he put it away? And it goes down as a missed opportunity from there. Trossard. Oh, fancy footwork. And reading it absolutely superbly. And Belgium moving the ball with purpose. Mertens. Can he do it? That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. He's got to score! And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him, and he's having a field day.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his marker, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
So the ball rolling again, 2-0 the score. Trossard. Mertens. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. It did look on for them, but not to be. Witsel. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
And denied by the post. Well, that's the end of that for now.
Well, they won't come much closer than that. It's a matter of inches from being a really good goal.
Yes, a really open flow to the game. End-to-end stuff. Could pull one back here. Oh, a great chance it was. Goalkeeper has it. Dries Mertens.
Well, no surprise there. Belgium have had more of the possession and as a result have dominated the game. Some of their passing movements have been a joy to watch and I don't think anything's going to change that.
And that will be a corner. Keen to take it short here. Shot attempted, and the keeper more than equal to it. Far from a good pass. Promising looking attack. Chance to reduce the arrears, and keeping it out. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, there's a good reason why we're highlighting him. He's really dominating in attack in this game, Stuart.
Well, he's been brilliant today. His skill, his movement, his goals, what a good performance. And he's not finished just yet.
So the ball moving again, the pendulum having already swung Belgium's way. Will it be more of the same from them in the second half? A super tackle and they've won possession. Jonathan David. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Trossard. Now space for Belgium in the wide position. Chance to finish. It's opened up for him. And a goal to increase their advantage to 3. Can they be stopped?
Well, here we can see it again, and no wonder the manager is furious. They just have to get tighter here, deal with the danger, otherwise that's the outcome. Not good enough defensively.
So the action continues, and Belgium really beginning to run away with this now. The scoreline threatening to get ugly. Jonathan Osorio. Davies. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Trossard. Can they convert? And brave goalkeeping to deal with the danger.
Well, he had to get that right, didn't he? That's good goalkeeping.
Junior Hoylett. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Richie Larea. And Hoylett on the ball. Yet again, just couldn't seem to maintain possession. Mertens. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Substitution time it is here. Really sitting deep now. That could be problematic. And he takes it on. Easy save. This attack looks highly promising. The pressure was high, and they could be in here. And he clears it out of harm's way. Putting his body on the line. Dendonker. Chance on for Mertens. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, here's the replay. He does well to find that bit of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure to finish it off. That's a good goal.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. And that was a very fine read. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
So a personnel change then. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. And the final whistle, an acceptable outcome from a Belgian point of view, a victory for them here. Stuart, sum it up for us.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Well, he often cuts the figure of a thinking person's footballer, and Stuart, he's thought his way throughout this match.
Well, what more could you ask for? His build-up play was clever, his movement was dynamic, and he scored a couple of goals. What a player he is.
And now they get the ball rolling. Already here at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, there is much on the line. And with the right result, they'll book a place for themselves in the round of 16. Can they do it? The action comes your way next on EA TV. Hello and welcome to the Lusail Stadium, just about 10 miles to the north of Doha, here in Qatar. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And it's second time around in the group stage for these two teams. It's Morocco, and they take on Belgium.
Well, thanks, Derek. All they can do is win this game. They can't worry about the other result. Let's hope they come out and play as we know they can. This should be a good game.
Number 4. Sufyan Amrabat. Number 15, Salim Amara. Number 19, Youssef N'Nesyri.
And this confrontation is underway. And here's how Morocco will line up. Yassine Bounou is the goalkeeper. Hakim Ziyech plays with Sofiane Boufal in the wide positions. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. The starting players for Belgium. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Toby Alderweireld plays with Jan Vertonghen at the back. Kevin De Bruyne starts with Yannick Carrasco
Oh,
on
he can
the
score
flanks.
here, Derek.
Superb stop. Just not looking confident in possession. Trossard. And a chance for them to nudge in front. Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
And back underway, 1-0 it is. Mazraoui. Sofiane Boufal. Good tackle. Teammates available. Promising looking attack. And let's give credit to the defending. Noussair Mazraoui. Carrasco. Romain Saiss. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Carrasco. Aimed in the direction of Mertens. And the referee has awarded a corner following that touch. And over it comes. And it still could be dangerous. De Bruyne. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Beautifully weighted ball. It's wholehearted defending and the concession of a corner here. Playing it in. Happy to take on the shot. Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did.
Well, the stats tell you everything. The chances have been few and far between, and they haven't tested the goalkeeper anywhere near enough. If they want to get something from this game, they're going to have to improve in the final third.
Yes, their creative struggles continue. They need more possession. Well, it could be on for him here. Still a chance. Corner kick to Belgium as they go looking for more. Keen to take it short here. Firing it in. Superb block. The first half here comes to an end. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart.
Well, I really liked his first half display. He was certainly the most influential player on the field, and I'm expecting more of the same in the second 45 minutes.
So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Sufyan Amrabat. Getting forward. Buffal. Superb block. Gives it a go. A gift for any goalkeeper. Kevin De Bruyne. Given away by Belgium. And he's made headway. Oh, not to be. That would have put them well on their way, Stuart.
Well, that could prove to be a big miss. Surely has to score there.
Hakimi. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Oh, in with a chance! Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. What about the opportunity from earlier? Let's have another look now, shall we? Perfect tackle. Amala. Trossard. Oh, big chance! Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Well, he'll be thanking his lucky stars that the referee settled for a verbal warning rather than a booking. This corner kick might help them. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, I think the threat has been averted. And still looking for space. High quality goalkeeping, and still they lead.
Well, that's a great save. That could be the match-winning stop there.
Over it comes. Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. Intense pressure. Room to roam on the wing. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. And we've entered the final 5 minutes. Oh, a lovely ball. Ziyech. Well, not a million miles away from the equaliser.
Well, he couldn't quite get it on target, but at least they're making chances now.
And they're making a change. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. And taking it away. And there it is. That will do nicely for Belgium. They prevailed in this game. And Stuart, as always, keen to get your analysis.
Well, Derek, it was very competitive. Chances at both ends, but I feel they were the better team and they deserved their victory.
Well, I don't think, Stuart, anyone can really quibble about what he put into the game.
Well, that performance sums him up, really. You're never disappointed with what he gives you. Such a good player.
Hello and welcome. The floodlights are shining down here at the 80,000 capacity Lusail Stadium just to the north of Doha. I'm Derek Ray and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And 2 games in the books already for these two sides. This their final group stage test. It's Croatia and they take on Belgium.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Well, they only need a point to go through to the knockout stages, but they can't sit back and defend too deeply. They've got to come out and try and win the game. This should be interesting.
And the contest begins. And the starting 11 for Croatia. Luka Modric plays alongside Marcelo Brozovic in the centre of midfield. And up front, it's the Croatian international Andrej Kramaric. Opportunity, Carrasco! And there it is! The opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, here's the replay, and I have to say, the keeper's got his angles all wrong there. That's a poor piece of goalkeeping.
So underway again here, 1-0 the score. Oh, the threat is there. And closed down straight away. Denied once more. Well, the defending needed to be a bit more switched on than that. Mertens. And they couldn't add to their advantage.
Well, that would have put them in complete control. He should have scored there.
And a strong tackle. Now looking dangerous here. Opportunity it is. And thumped away. Pressing as a team. Carrasco. Oh, he's through here. Oh, it was there for him to take the chance. A corner to Belgium as they look to press home their advantage. Put in by De Bruyne. A decisive clearance it was. Trossard. Superb block. Well read to ease the pressure. Lovren. Now Brozovic. Failed to keep hold of it. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Ivan Perisic. Modric. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Trossard, great opportunity. Well, how close was that? Inches away. Andrej Kramaric. Kramaric gives it a go. Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have 1 additional minute. That is that for the first half here. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he get the goal that gave them the lead, but his general play was really good. He was a constant threat, and I'm sure we'll see more.
Well, advantage Belgium after the first 45, but plenty of time for a few twists and turns before this one is over. Let's see what happens in the second half. Good tackle. Kovacic lost it. Alderweireld. And Witsel with it. De Bruyne. Sloppy in possession from Belgium. Vlasic. Josip Juranovic. Delivered into the box. And that's easy peasy for the keeper. Trossard. And in with a real chance. He had to score, and he does.
Well, as you can see, the defending is really poor, but he won't mind. It's a simple finish for him.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Spot on with that tackle. And the defender got the last touch. That'll be a corner. And time for the change now. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Not away completely. It's got to be! Well, he opted for power from close range. He might be regretting that now. He'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. Excellent refereeing, advantage in operation. Well, not long to go, and given that they're winning, they know full well they have their ticket in hand for the knockout stages.
Well, they've played well today, haven't they? It's been a tough group, but they've certainly delivered when it mattered most.
Just had to look a bit lively given the pressure. Trossard. Can he take advantage? Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. Andrej Kramaric. Perisic with the ball. He has teammates around him. Well, he's lost the ball. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And searching for his second, but the keeper equal to the task.
Well, he's looking really lively, isn't he? Every time he gets the ball, he looks a threat.
Trying to deliver it accurately. And a goal kick is the outcome. And that is going to be all for this game. And Belgium have done it. They've secured their place in the knockout stages.
And it's good to see Belgium play to their full potential. I think they've been excellent. And they are certainly going to be a hard team to beat.
Well, all in all, a fine contribution from Dries Mertens. Interested to know what you made of his performance.
Yeah, I think the only thing you could question, could he have been a touch more clinical in front of goal? Maybe should have had 2 or 3 today. Regardless of that, it was a good performance and a great result.
And the match begins. Hello, good evening to you, and part of the story here is the Al Bayt Stadium by night. 60,000 capacity here. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And we have a very intriguing match to bring you, this World Cup round of 16 tie. It's Belgium versus Germany.
Absolutely, this should be a good game. I think both sides deserve to be here. But whichever team plays to their full potential should make it into the quarterfinals. It's going to be a good game.
And the match is underway. The starting players for Belgium. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Jan Vertonghen starts with Toby Alderweireld in central defence. Kevin De Bruyne starts with Yannick Carrasco on the flanks. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows.
Oh, he's through on goal here, Derek.
And that's an excellent piece of defending to thwart him. Here's the starting lineup for Germany. Manuel Neuer gets the nod in goal. Antonio Rüdiger plays alongside Niklas Süle at the back. Leo, can he put them in front? Still alive. And there it is, a goal. I must say, much to the annoyance of the keeper.
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
And once again, Germany get the ball rolling. How will they react to this setback? Sané. Carrasco. He takes it in field, Yannick Carrasco. Oh, he looks threatening. Trossard. Opportunity. And another one! 2 quick goals! Will it turn out to be the 2-punch knockout?
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish. But the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
Goal!
2-0 now, and back underway. Oh, that's a really good run. Must be. Wonderful goalkeeping from Manuel Neuer. Trossard. Just the challenge that was required. Gnabry. And the goalkeeper expertly anticipated that through ball.
Well, there it is. As expected, Belgium have controlled more of the ball so far, and as a result have dominated the game. Some of their passing movements have been a joy to watch, and I don't think anything's going to change that.
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Look what's happening. Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Axel Witsel. And he's lost custody of the ball here. Oh, terrific pass. That really would have changed the equation had it gone in, Stuart.
Well, he needed to score there. That may just have given them some hope.
Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. The first half here comes to an end. And so the ball is rolling again, and Germany have left themselves with a mountain to climb here in the second half. Can they respond? Götze. Could be a chance to break here. They need to get bodies back. Opportunity, Carrasco. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky there.
Mario Götze. Really good high press. Now, will they do it from here? And he didn't hesitate. Good thing, too.
Well, he's so quick off his line. That's great goalkeeping, you have to say.
Martins. And that's fantastic goalkeeping to get across and deal with the danger. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. And there it is! 3 goals in front now. An immense performance.
Well, here's another look at it. Certainly delivery into the box couldn't have been any better. And it's a comfortable finish in the end, which is made to look so easy. It's a lovely goal.
Goal.
3 goals without reply. No space for them here. He got in the way of that cross. And it took a touch on the way through. So a corner here. They take it short. Gnabry. And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Over it comes. Müller can do so many things, scoring amongst them.
Well, here it is again. It's a well-delivered ball into the box. And then Müller demonstrates his ability in the air. He judges the flight, meets it solidly and beats the keeper. That's a great goal.
So back underway, 3-1 the score.
Number 13, Thomas Müller.
And into the last 20 minutes. In with a chance. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Carrasco. Can he put it in? And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Goals in plentiful supply, 4-1 currently. And Germany get the throw. Plenty of support here. But really sticking to their task defensively. And the counter looks on here, options available. Can they take advantage of the situation? I'm not testing the keeper at all with that effort. Tielemans, we're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. And foiled only by the crossbar. Well, they can bring it out now. We will have 3 minutes of additional time at the end here. It's a weighted pass. And there we have it. The referee brings this game to an end. Belgium will be in the last 8.
Yeah, it doesn't come much easier than that, does it? I thought they played well, and it was an excellent overall performance, particularly going forward. They'll certainly be confident going into the next round.
No two ways about it. He really has brought his influence to bear on the proceedings.
Well, he looked a top-class player today. Every time he touched the ball, he was a threat, and he worked so hard for the team as well. What a good display that was.
And this confrontation... Good evening and welcome to Al Khor. Welcome to the Al Bayt Stadium, the venue for this one. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And what we have on the menu for you is this World Cup quarter-final. It's Belgium, and they take on Serbia.
Well, this has the makings of a very good game. Two sides full of quality, a great atmosphere and everything to play for. The last four places up for grabs here.
And they kick off here. The starting players for Belgium. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Toby Alderweireld plays with Jan Vertonghen at the back. Kevin De Bruyne plays with Yannick Carrasco on the flanks. And in this tactical setup, Mertens! Quite simply, an opportunity wasted. Easy for the keeper. Oh, great play. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. And De Bruyne firing it over. It might still be problematic. No way through. Not covering up defensively. Vlahovic. Going well. Superb block on the back of the ball from the flank. And it crossed the byline. A goal kick as a result. Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, Derek, he comes into this game full of confidence because in the last match he was outstanding. He got his 2 goals, but his general play made him the best player on the pitch by a long way.
Dendoncker. Moving the ball forward with purpose. Oh, he looks threatening. It has to be. A goal! On the back of sustained pressure. Now they deservedly hold the advantage.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. But I think the keeper has made a mistake here. While it's a decent finish, it should go in at that near post.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Luka Jovic. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. He's going forward well here, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Opportunity it is. And a goal! A quick one too, and they've turned this game on its head.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Goal!
2-0 now, and back underway. He's in behind. Surely. Mertens. Opportunity here. A goal! Another one! It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Well, here it is again, and it's really poor defending. They just don't show enough urgency to get tight or make a block, which is why the ball's ended up in the back of their net.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Dusan Vlahovic. Oh, this is looking promising. So deflection, and they can get ready for the corner kick routine. Played over. Well, far from the ideal header. And the goalkeeper had it all the way. That's what you call defending from the front. Possibilities here. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his marker, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. Mertens. De Bruyne now. Good-looking move, this. Will he finish? Shot blocked, but still alive. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Now, options are plenty. Super tackle, and they've won possession. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Can he put it away? That is a tackle and a half. Trossard. Must be a goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, here's the replay, and he's got to clear his lines there. He doesn't do that. He has his pocket picked, and he's been rightly punished. Poor defending.
So the action continues, and Belgium really beginning to run away with this now. The scoreline threatening to get ugly. De Bruyne. Plenty of support here. Well, the supporters think it's on. Oh, it's gone in! A significant deflection, leaving the keeper flummoxed.
Well, as you can see, he gets a bit lucky here. The deflection just had the keeper wrong-footed, but he won't worry about that.
Sadly, we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. Zivkovic. And a timely intervention. And now here's Eden Hazard. Lovely ball over the top. And the keeper getting across to stop it. Here it is now, a substitution. Alderweireld. Wonderful block. What a vital intervention. Went in strongly to win the ball. And teammates around him. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. Well, the keeper is happy. The bar was there. And cleared away. Good physical play.
Well, Derek, this has been a really good performance, as you can see. They've created numerous chances.
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Look what's happening. Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
Struggling to keep the ball. Oh, good play, this. And in with a real chance. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And what a good finish this is from Hazard. He strikes it so cleanly and hits it with power. That's a great goal.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Trossard. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. So two substitutes to come on in one go. It's a short corner. That's very effective, good high pressing. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. Well, it could be on for him here. Well, he was on his own, but couldn't take advantage of it.
Well, I'm not surprised he missed that. He never really looked in complete control, did he?
And now the final whistle. Belgium have made it through to the semi-finals.
Yeah, it doesn't come much easier than that, does it? I thought they played well, and it was an excellent overall performance, particularly going forward. They'll certainly be confident going into the next round.
And the contest begins. Closing in on a shot at glory. Which one of these two teams will qualify for the decisive match, the World Cup final? We have all the action live coming up right here on EA TV. Hello, good evening to you, and part of the story here is the Al Bayt Stadium by night. 60,000 capacity here. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined here on the gantry for commentary by Stuart Robson. And we're just moments away from kick-off time in the World Cup semi-final. It's France, and they take on Belgium.
Well, this could be an absolute classic, and the prize couldn't be any bigger, could it? A place in the World Cup final. Let's just hope we get two teams that want to play good football and come out and attack the opposition. This should be a good game.
And this confrontation is underway. Here's the side France will go with. Hugo Lloris is the goalkeeper. Benjamin Pavard plays with Theo Hernandez in the wide defensive areas. And the starting striker today is Antoine Griezmann. Can they trouble the opposition this time? A fine reading of the situation.
But he really is danger personified. But in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, Derek, he's a player that thrives on goals, and he scored a hat-trick last time out, and I'm sure we're going to see him play with great confidence today. He really looks to be a threat whenever he gets the ball. I think we're going to see another outstanding performance from him.
The starting players for Belgium. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Jan Vertonghen starts with Toby Alderweireld in central defence. Kevin De Bruyne plays. And a goal! The opening statement in this semi-final. How important could that prove to be?
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
Goal
1-0 then.
for Belgium.
And France pushing forward with options available. He's in here. Well, in the end, it was rather straightforward for the goalkeeper, Stuart.
Well, he has to do better there. That's a really poor finish.
And space for Belgium out wide here. Will it be? Oh, marvellous. Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. Aurélien Tchouameni. Trossard. Mertens. Must score. And France have it back now. Well, what on earth happened there? Mertens. Just the challenge that was required. And he's made headway. And I think he'll be kicking himself. Ruled offside.
Well, his instinct should have told him he was offside there. He has to be more alert in the box.
Mertens. And return to Trossard. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. Coman. Well, advantage with them. Referee says play on. Well, as things turned out, no advantage accrued to them, and she's awarded the free kick. Well, that could be the final warning.
Well, he needs to be careful now. Next foul, and it's a card.
Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves. And he's in. Oh, he saved it!
Well, excellent from the keeper. That's a really top-class save.
It's a short corner. Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. Dries Mertens. Witsel. Oh, it's gone in! And that will be written down as an own goal. No wonder he's hanging his head.
Well, no question about this. As you can see, this will go down as an own goal.
And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. And this confrontation is underway. Well, back underway, and there can be no denying it. A huge gulf between the sides in the first half. Will we see a response from France in the second? Went in strongly to win the ball. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. And taken forward by Mertens. Mertens! Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending. Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Firing it in, and gobbled up with ease by the keeper.
Well, those stats will be a major concern for the fans. The players just haven't turned up today. Yes, they've been disorganised at times defensively, but I think the bigger worry has been their inability to create chances. It's not a good day at the office.
Well, they have the ball now. Let's see what they can come up with. No way through! Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. Throw into Belgium then. And a substitution in the offing. Dendoncker. Trossard. Trossard. It's there for him. Well, not every keeper would have been that brave.
Well, he read it brilliantly, didn't he? Top stuff from the keeper.
Plenty of options. De Bruyne. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. Put in by De Bruyne. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Vertonghen. Can he put it in? And off the post. That is a really disappointing effort. Goodness me.
On that occasion, just didn't make the right sort of contact. Should be testing the goalkeeper from that sort of range.
Just 10 minutes to go. It comes to nothing in the end. Well, they've decided to make a change. Dendoncker. Well, high quality defending. Dendoncker. Promising looking ball. And there it is! That will put the seal on victory if there were any lingering doubts.
Well, that was a fairly easy finish in the end, but he still had to take it. He won't mind how they come, though.
Without reply.
Number 11.
And full time here. Belgium have made it through to the World Cup final.
Well, what a display that was. Their attacking play was breathtaking at times, and they completely dominated in midfield, which then allowed the fullbacks to get forward to great effect. They'll surely be favourites going into the final.
Well, he caught the eye at times in this particular match, didn't he, Stuart?
Well, that was an average performance by him and his teammates. They just never got going. He can certainly play better than this.
It doesn't get any more tension-packed than this. The 2022 FIFA World Cup final. Who is going to come out on top? Don't go anywhere. We'll have all the action for you live next. Hello and welcome to a contest of colossal meaning. We find ourselves here just to the north of the Doha city centre, ahead of the 2022 World Cup final. My name is Derek Ray, and with me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And as you can imagine on this occasion, the atmosphere is building up nicely. It's Brazil, and they take on Belgium.
Well, what an occasion for these two sets of players. A chance to be world champions. Let's hope the game matches the atmosphere. It should be an absolute cracker. I can't wait for this to start.
And the game begins. The starting 11 for Brazil. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Marquinhos plays alongside Thiago Silva in central defence. Fabinho plays. Really poor timing, and some will argue that he was asking for a yellow card. So we have an early booking here to report, Stuart.
Yeah, and I think the referee's absolutely right. He's just making it clear to all the players out there, he's not going to take any messing about here.
Just lacked a bit of conviction and straight into the wall. Well, a special occasion for this very small, multilingual country, Belgium.
Oh, Derek, can he finish this?
And there it is! Living history! The opening goal of the 2022 World Cup final. Incredible celebrations.
Well, here it is again. The little 1-2 starts it all off, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
And Brazil get the ball rolling once more. How will they react to this setback? This looks promising out wide. But quick thinking defensively. Mertens. On to Castagne. Trossard. Disappointing pass. Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Excellent vision. Paqueta. And Belgium unable to hold on to it. And the decision is one of offside here. Dries Mertens. Can they create something? And just has to remain calm. Oh, magnificent reaction. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Real chance. And a goal! I'll tell you what, they're going to be very hard
Well, here's the replay, and sometimes when you're being pressed high up the field, you have to go that little bit longer and not play out through the thirds, and that's what they tried to do here. They had their pocket picked, and suddenly they find the ball in the back of the net.
So the ball rolling again at 2-0. In behind for him to chase. Really important tackle. Now sending it in. And a super header. It looked as though it might be going in. Not increasing the pressure. Another corner it is. It might still be problematic. Silva. That's very effective. Good high pressing. Genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Struggling to keep the ball. Now, who can he play it to? Can they convert? In it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Well, just look how exposed the keeper is. He's got absolutely no chance there, but they do take it well, you have to say.
And the action underway once more, with Belgium very much on top. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Takes the shot! Now, was that the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity? And it was always going to be crystal clear for the referee in terms of the decision.
Well, he had to make a tackle, didn't he? Unfortunately, it wasn't a good one.
His opponent completely. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. And so the ball moving again, the pendulum having already swung Belgium's way. Will it be more of the same from them in the second half? Well, that's a super ball over the top. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. And short it is. De Bruyne makes his way in field. Superb block. And he could be in proper trouble here. De Bruyne. And he cuts inside. But they took care of the situation defensively. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Oh, the threat is there. It was always likely to be the goalkeeper's ball.
Well, there it is. As expected, Belgium have controlled more of the ball so far and have used it really well today, particularly in the midfield areas. And I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
Yes, it might be on for them once more. And over the touchline, throw for Belgium here. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. He's in behind. Quite possibly a yellow card as their flow was stopped. Well, they saw red earlier, and now they're seeing yellow, Stuart.
Well, it's no good keep fouling. They have to show more discipline here. They've completely lost their composure.
Has eyes for goal!
Well, the free kick fired too close to the goalkeeper. De Bruyne.
Excellent refereeing, advantage in operation. Good bit of pressing. Has a go. Superb stop. Well, they fancy a short one. De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne has moved away from the flank. And the referee's verdict is penalty kick.
Well, he's avoided a booking, but the complaints continue.
And I can understand why. I think it's a poor foul. It should be a yellow card for me.
Is it going to be 4-0? A goal! Accurate from the spot.
Well, here it is again, and just watch the keeper. He stands still, hoping it's hit down the middle. Unfortunately for him, he's got it wrong.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Richarlison.
Now with Jesus.
He's failed to hold it, Neymar. Trossard. Chance here. Carrasco, it should be! Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Rafinha. He's going forward well here. A really vital interception. There will be 3 minutes added on at the end. They might be able to get in now. Tenacious tackling, excellent defending there. Well, a short corner here. He takes aim, using his body to good effect. And now the final whistle. There'll be a new name on the trophy in 2022. That of Belgium. They've won the World Cup.
Well, what a performance, not just today, but throughout the tournament. They've been great.
Belgium, the world champions. We wondered if this might be Belgium's year, and it is.
Well, they've waited a long time. They've been players that everybody expected to win trophies. Now they've done it. What a night for these players here.